Hey guys, so we are now, a little under 5 weeks, between 4 and 5 weeks out from my first physique show. Last week was rough, so I've kind of told you how things have been going every week, and most weeks have been pretty good. Um, and I figured it would get tougher as we got closer. So last week was a little rough, and I actually had several moments where I thought, why in the hell am I doing this? And then I realized that because I was wondering why I was doing it was the exact reason that I am doing it. So I like to pick things, as most of you know, if you know me at all, that are a challenge. When I pick my 100-mile races, I typically pick races that are not just easy, just to complete the distance. I pick ones that are adventurous, going through Bryce Canyon and doing those climbs and doing Vermont and all these bigger races, or not bigger, but more challenging races. Not, again, not just to complete the distance, but to complete the challenge of it. And that's just part of how I am and how I work. So last week when I sat and thought, oh my God, why am I doing this? I thought, that's exactly why you're doing this. Because you can. Because you can get through all these hard times and you can make it. The diet was restricted a little bit more this time around. So last week was a little rough. My Diet Coke thing, I just couldn't do both. So I can say that I failed at that. I had to cut way back, but after about a week, I was ready to strangle somebody. And the fact that it was constantly on my mind. It was 24 hours a day where I was thinking about Diet Coke and how I really wanted to have one, and it was almost obsessive. So in my opinion, anything that becomes like that to you, it's not worth it. It was just, one or the other, and it was too much change all at once, trying to get a more restricted diet and cutting that out at the same time. So I decided instead I would just scale back and trying to keep it to one a day. Or if I don't want one, that's great. I'm just trying not to make it become a habit again, which is where I was when I first started this adventure. So that is continuing to be a challenge. That's probably my biggest challenge of any of them. Got lots of food prepping done over the weekend, and again, just really focusing in on that. Workouts are still about the same, very, very challenging, which I love. I've gotten in the habit now where I'm in the gym super early on the weekends and getting that done, and I feel like I get so much more accomplished throughout the day because I get that done early and I'm moving on with my day. I ran a 5K on Saturday, which I thought, I had no expectations, and I didn't have a super fast time, but I did better than I thought I would and felt better than I thought I would. It was super hot and humid. It's August. It's in the South. It's just the way it works. So I was very happy with that, and I actually did it after a chest workout, so that made it even better. So I feel like I'm maintaining my running fitness in addition to increasing my strength and getting leaner and things like that. So with this short amount of time that I feel like, I know for a lot of people they think, oh, you still have almost 5 weeks left. That's plenty of time. For me, I feel like it's crunch time. Don't have a suit yet, so hoping that comes soon. Still looking for someone to help me with my music, so I'm hoping I can find somebody in the next day or so that can actually follow through and help me get this music done. Practicing my posing. I'm actually going to do a session this weekend with someone to go through all my posing and make sure all that is where it should be. I feel a little more comfortable with it, trying to practice a lot, and that's all you can do is just practice over and over and over. So overall, like I said, I think I'm over that hump from last week. I almost did a video on Friday just to let you guys know how much I was struggling last week, but I thought I'll wait until today when I'm kind of over that hump and just let you know that it happened. And I really questioned whether this was the right thing for me to be doing, but again, you push through those moments, and it doesn't matter what you're training for or what your goals are. You're going to have times where you have that, where you're thinking, what am I doing? Why am I doing this? Is it worth all this that I'm putting myself through? And you have to look at that and say, is it really worth it? Is it not? My thoughts were, my gosh, you've made it, 11, I think I've been going 11 or 12 weeks now. You only have 5 more at that point. I thought, what's 5 more weeks when you've already made it this far? And I don't usually quit things. I mean, that's just in my nature. If I say I'm going to do something and I set a goal, I'm going to do it. So, and hopefully do it well. I don't want to just show up. That's one of my things too, I guess, that gets in my head is I don't want to just show up and do it. I want to show up and I want to do it well. I want to leave there and think I just did the best I could possibly do. I have nothing left. So that's my hope. So anyway, hopefully this week will be much better. Starting out on track, everything's going well, and starting out on Monday with a positive attitude and a new attitude about making sure this is going to be a really successful week. So hope you guys have a successful week too, and I will check in with you probably over the weekend. Have a good one.